Good morning and welcome to Barbara's Bulletin. I'm your host, Barbara. Today we're starting with a developing story that's making headlines around the world. The relationship between India and the United States has become increasingly strained after a series of incidents involving Indian sailors and ships in the Gulf region. According to reports, 3 tankers with Indian crews have been hit by U.S. missiles this week, resulting in significant fines and putting a strain on diplomatic relations between Delhi and Washington. The U.S. has been enforcing a blockade in the Strait of Hormuz, targeting vessels suspected of carrying sanctioned oil from Iran. In one incident, a U.S. fighter jet targeted an oil tanker called Marivex, setting it alight and forcing Indian crew members to be evacuated. The U.S. claimed that the ship had previously carried oil under sanction and was attempting to return to an Iranian port. Meanwhile, in a separate case, 11 Indian sailors and their vessel were fined $6 million by a Nigerian court for trafficking cocaine into the country. The Federal High Court in Lagos found the crew of the merchant ship MV Aruna Huya guilty after authorities discovered 31.5 kilograms of cocaine concealed aboard the vessel at Apapa port earlier this year. These incidents have raised concerns about the safety and security of Indian sailors working in the Gulf region, as well as the impact on global trade and diplomacy. We'll be keeping a close eye on these developments and bringing you updates as more information becomes available. In the midst of these complex geopolitical issues, it's essential to consider the human side of the story, the families of the sailors, the impact on local communities, and the broader implications for international relations. As we navigate these complexities, we'll strive to provide balanced and nuanced coverage, giving you the context and insights you need to stay informed. We'll be right back with more of today's top news on Barbara's Bulletin. Welcome back to Barbara's Bulletin. We're continuing our coverage of international news, and today we're focusing on the ongoing situation in the Middle East. As you may be aware, Israeli fire has killed 3 people in Gaza amid a new push for a ceasefire. According to reports from health officials, an Israeli strike on a house in Maghrabi Street in Gaza City resulted in 1 fatality, while 2 other Palestinians were killed in separate airstrikes in the Nuseirat refugee camp. Mediators, including Egypt, Qatar, and Turkey, have been holding talks with Hamas and other Palestinian factions to implement the second phase of President Donald Trump's Gaza plan. This plan involves Hamas disarming and Israel withdrawing its forces. However, progress has been slow, with disarmament being a major sticking point. Hamas blames the lack of a full agreement on Israel's refusal to fulfill its obligations agreed upon in October, which halted major fighting but did not end Israeli attacks. It's essential to note that both sides have reported casualties and blame each other for the violence. Israeli strikes have killed over 950 people since the truce, while Israel says 4 soldiers have been killed by militants during this period. The international community is urging calm and a return to negotiations to find a peaceful resolution to the conflict. As we continue to monitor the situation, it's crucial to remember that the Israeli-Palestinian conflict is complex and multifaceted, with deep-rooted historical, cultural, and political factors at play. We will strive to provide balanced and accurate reporting, giving voice to all parties involved. In our effort to bring you comprehensive coverage, we will keep a close eye on developments in the region and provide updates as more information becomes available. The search for peace and stability in the Middle East remains an ongoing challenge, and we will continue to explore this critical issue in future episodes of Barbara's Bulletin. Welcome back to Barbara's Bulletin. As we wrap up today's show, I'd like to bring to your attention a rather intriguing development in the realm of military technology and global security. Recent reports indicate that India is poised to make a significant investment in drone warfare capabilities, with plans to procure thousands of unmanned aerial vehicles from domestic manufacturers. This move is seen as a strategic response to the rapidly evolving nature of modern conflict, where drones have increasingly become a key factor in shaping the outcome of battles. The Indian government's decision to focus on homegrown drone technology is also driven by a desire to reduce dependence on foreign suppliers and promote self-reliance in defense production. Experts believe that this development has far-reaching implications, not just for India's national security, but also for the global balance of power. As one analyst noted, the side that dominates the low-altitude drone battle is likely to gain the upper hand in the wider conflict. This shift towards drone-centric warfare is being closely watched by other nations, including the United States, China, and Pakistan. While some have raised concerns about the potential risks and challenges associated with this new era of drone warfare, others see it as an opportunity for India to establish itself as a major player in the global defense industry. As we consider the implications of this development, it's essential to approach the topic with a nuanced perspective, recognizing both the benefits and drawbacks of this emerging technology. As we conclude today's segment, I'd like to leave you with some food for thought. What does the future hold for drone warfare, and how will nations navigate the complex ethical and strategic landscape that comes with it? That's all for today's Barbara's Bulletin. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, stay engaged.